So we are going to do our gentle yoga practice today, and it is all about giving to yourself, spending time with yourself, enjoying, kind of dedicating this time to ourselves. So much of our day is spent, giving to other people, our obligations, our responsibilities, and it doesn't mean they're not enjoyable, but it's different when we just make time for ourselves. So I want you to really enjoy this time that you set aside for yourself. We will, of course, start with a few moments of centering, and then we'll start to warm up and stretch and flow. And then we'll finish with our Shavasana at the very end of the class. So I want you to settle into stillness, whether you're on the floor or on a chair, that's up to you. I want you to close the eyes and let the body relax. The spine is long. So feel the ribs kind of coming off of your hips. So I want you to feel the top of the head reaching all the way up. Feel the ribs off of the hips. So there's some effort, some energy, keeping that spine nice and long. And then with awareness and mindfulness, let the rest of the body relax. So the face is relaxed, the jaws unclenched. The shoulders are moving back and down, the hands, arms and the hands are relaxed, supported in the lap or on the thighs. Feel the hips release, allowing the legs to soften to the earth. Let the feet and the toes be completely relaxed. And just begin to draw your awareness to your breath. Taking long, slow, deep breaths in and out. Long, slow, deep breath in. And long, slow, steady breath out. Do your best to let everything else just fade into the background. Focus all your awareness on your breath. Feel the sensations as you breathe. What do you notice when you inhale, and what do you notice when you exhale? Notice the quality of your breath, the pace of your breath. There's no judgment here, just awareness as you breathe deeply, mindfully in and out. As you continue to breathe deeply, as you feel the body settling in to deeper and deeper relaxation, I invite you to set your own personal intention for your practice this morning. What are you here to receive? You've already done the hardest part. You made the effort to be here, to deal with traffic, to rush out of the home, to deal with technology, create that space for yourself at your home. What are you here to receive? How can this practice serve you this morning? I invite you to dedicate your practice. To draw energy into your own personal space that'll support you and guide you, to motivate you, to inspire you, to help you find your will and your discipline in your practice. also invite you to share the gifts of this practice with someone else in your life, and for whatever reason is not here to receive it themselves. Let's take our next breath together. Inhale, take the arms, reach them all the way overhead. Bring the palms together, and as you exhale, let the hands just slowly move down through the center to rest at your heart. Namaste. So with the spine nice and long, with those hands on the heart, let's inhale and reach the fingertips up, lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, take those arms all the way out and down. You might feel the fingertips just gently touch the earth. And then as you inhale, expand and stretch and reach. Let's bring the palms together and let them come back down to the heart, to the center. I want you to feel the quality of these movements and feel the pace of your breath. So slowly inhale as you slowly reach those arms up, and as you exhale, slowly feel the expansion and the stretch and the openness. Just like this again, inhale, reach out. You can imagine you're painting the walls with your fingertips, trying to stretch and reach the edges of the space. Exhale, the hands back down through the center to the heart. Do it just like that again. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, expand and open. Take your time. Inhale and reach up. Bring the palms together and back down to your heart. Good. Inhale, take those arms, reach them all the way up. And if you can, at the top, I want you to bend at the elbows, and you might just be at your wrists here. You might be able to get all the way to your elbow. And again, you want to really lengthen up through your spine here. If you need to modify, that's fine. I want you to take your left elbow down to the floor. Keep the right elbow kind of moving to the back wall to keep the chest open as you reach to the side. Use your core strength. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Keep those sits bones grounded as you reach the other way. Again, modify this if you have shoulder issues. Never want pain here. Use that core strength. Inhale, come back to the center. As you exhale, take that left elbow like you're going to touch it to the back of the wall. You're creating a twist. This doesn't have to be a big movement here. Just open that chest to the side. Slowly come back to the center. And then slowly move the other way. That right elbow moving to touch the back wall, opening the chest to the side of your space. Good. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. As you exhale, let those arms just come down in front. Good. And as you inhale, take those arms all the way back up. You're drawing those elbows like you're trying to touch the back wall, opening up through the front of the body and the shoulders. Exhale slowly as the hands come back down, keeping that spine long so we don't want to collapse here. One more time like this. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Good. You might notice some tension, some tightness, some limited range of motion. It's just about awareness here. Let's hold it all the way up and open those elbows. So we're interlacing the fingers behind the head. The elbows press to the back of the room as that spine stays long. And then with your next inhale, just begin to lift that chest. The head kind of pushes back into the hands. The chin can lift up again. This isn't a big movement. Just feel that upper body stretch. Feel the core strength here. Inhale and slowly come back to neutral. Reach the arms all the way overhead. And as you exhale, let those arms come all the way back down to your sides. Good. Take a few nice big shoulder rolls. Really relaxing and releasing all that upper body work here. Take a moment to pause and just go in the opposite direction. Good. So we're going to come into a fold. So if you're like me and you're still using a support, here's a good time to set that aside. Take a deep breath in as you reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, reaching out, imagine you're going to touch the front wall. So it's not about reaching to the floor. It's about stretching out as far as you can in front. Nice, everybody. Then relax those arms down. Hands can come to the floor. You can let the head drop down. Modify for those legs as you need to. You might even be able to walk those fingers a little bit closer to the front edge of your mat. Once you're there, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh and just feel the body softening, relaxing and letting go. Press the hands into the floor for support as you come all the way up to the top. Let's take those legs and extend them all the way out in front. Good, lengthen up through the spine. Let's just pedal those legs for a moment. So one knee lifts. You can almost keep the heels in the same spot. Just position them so you can lift one knee at a time. Try to keep the spine nice and long, the upper body, the face, the shoulders relaxed. Good, try to keep both legs straight and just see if you can rock from side to side. Lifting one glute off the floor. It's less though about rocking, like letting momentum take you over, and more about just lifting the sit bone off of the ground. Good, let those sits bones ground to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. And just like we did before, imagine you're reaching to the front of the room. Doesn't matter how far you go, you just want to stretch and reach out. Eventually, you can let those arms relax, let the head drop down. Your hands can be on the floor, the shins to your feet, wherever it feels good to you. Bend the knees as much as you need to, as much as it feels good to you. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh and just melt down to the earth. Press the hands into the mat, slowly draw the body up. I want you to take a moment in our hammock. So go a little wide with the feet. The toes and knees drop out to the side, the belly into the back. Let your head drop back here for a moment. Feel the sensations of rest. Good. Take your time. I want you to come all the way up. You're going to swing those legs around, coming onto the hands and the knees. So if you need support under your knees, you can do that. You can also stand and have your hands on this chair. But try to position the hands so they're right underneath the shoulders and the knees so they're right underneath the hips. And then also bring awareness to your feet. Sometimes our feet get really close together here. Position those feet so they're also right behind your knees. All right? So with those hands wide and flat, unless you're modifying for the wrist, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rounding the spine. Drop the head, the chin to the chest. Imagine the hands and knees kind of pressing away from each other to create a nice rounded spine. And then as you inhale, rock the pelvis forward, sending the belly down and the chest up. You can pull those shoulders back and down, maybe to lift up a little higher. And then as you exhale, round. Let this movement be initiated from the pelvis, rocking forward and back. So it's the pelvis that moves first, and the rest of the spine just kind of follows along. With your next exhale, we'll come into puppy stretch. So tuck the toes under, feel this stretch in your feet and in your toes. Then walk the hands out towards the front edge of your mat. The pelvis rocks forward as the head and the heart come down to the mat. Now you might use a block or a blanket or a support underneath your head, and you might also decide to go wider with your arms. If there's a lot of tension in your shoulders or if your elbows are on the floor, you might want to take those arms a little wider. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh. Let that heart move even closer down to the earth. Good. As you inhale, I want you to lift the hips, rounding the spine in the center, and then slowly bring the shoulders over the wrists, letting the pelvis move down as you open up through the heart. Be very gentle here. And then use your core strength, press the belly into the back and take it all the way back into that puppy stretch. Each time you come to the center, you're kind of rolling the body up and then opening up through the chest and then rolling, pressing the belly into the back, rounding the spine, sending the body all the way back. I want you to do this a few times at your own pace. So listen to your body, back off where you need to, go deeper where you can. This is a practice above everything else in awareness. So just become aware of how the breath, how the movements, how the flow feels in your body. Good. The next time you send those hips all the way back. You can lift the knees and come into downward facing dog. Now, down dog is not a requirement for yoga, so you could choose to stay in puppy stretch here. If you are in down dog, walk the dog, bend one knee, let the opposite heel go down to the floor. Mindful breaths in and out. Good, let the heels sink down. Together, I want us to do your best to take that right foot all the way up to the ceiling. Let the left heel drop down to the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you can bring that foot all the way back down. Do the same thing with the other side. Left leg lift up, right heel drops down. Take a deep breath in, maybe lift a little higher. And as you exhale, bring that foot all the way down. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower those knees back down to the floor. So you're in a tabletop position. From here, those of you that want to, you might want blocks. That's up to you. I want you to take your right foot and bring it all the way forward. You're going to step it all the way up to the front edge of your mat. Again, blocks can kind of give you some support here to lift up a little higher, but your weight's not back in that back knee. The weight's forward in that front foot. Yeah. Okay. Take the right arm. Inhale, reach it up. Create a twist. As you exhale, I want you to bring that hand inside of your knee and imagine that elbow is going to touch down to the floor. Now, some of you may touch the floor. I'm not. It's up to you. Inhale, lift up. Feel the openness in the twist here. And as you exhale, bring that elbow down as far as you can. Feel that stretch as you lower to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring that elbow as close as you can to the mat. Nice, Susan. Good. I want you to bring that hand to the floor. You're going to take the front foot and step it back. Take a child's pose. Sit all the way back to the heels. The hands go back to the feet. Just relax for a moment. When you're ready, you're going to lift the hips, come back to the hands and knees. No surprise here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take that left foot, work it all the way forward. You want that weight in your front foot. Top of the back foot is on the floor. Good. Ground that right hand to the floor, to the block. Take your left arm. Inhale, reach it up. Keep those hips moving forward and down. As you exhale, bring that elbow to the inside. Imagine you're going to touch all the way down to the floor. Feel that stress. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, bring it all the way back down. Good, nice. Roll, inhale and lift up. Exhale, bring that elbow as close to the floor as you can. Good, bring both hands to the mat. You're going to tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, and walk that back foot. Take as many steps as you need to come into a forward fold. You might still use blocks here, or hands could be on your thighs, or maybe they're resting all the way down to the floor. Soften the knees here. So this is not about forcing the legs straight. It's about bringing the belly towards your thighs. Let the head relax so the top of the head is moving all the way down. Try to relax. So even if you're using blocks or your hands are on the floor, really try to relax the shoulders and the arms. So the whole upper body's just kind of hanging like a rag doll here. Let's shake the head yes. Release the tension in the neck and honor what you're ready to say yes to today. And then just pause, find stillness, and then shake the head no. What are you ready to say no to today? What are you ready to release and let go of? And then let the head grow still. Maybe you can soften even deeper into the fold. Relax that upper body even more. Good. I want you to bend the knees, drop the tailbone, and look up. Make sure there's no dizziness. Then bring the hands to the thighs. You're going to stay low. Just lift that upper body. Relax the shoulders. Take the arms out to the side. Root down to the earth and slowly begin to rise up. Good. When you get to the top, take the arms all the way overhead. Draw the palms together and slowly exhale as the hands come down through the center. Let the hands rest at your heart for a moment. Just close the eyes. Catch your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the sensations, the movement that exists even when you are completely still. Good. Let's open the eyes, bring the arms down to your side and find your mountain pose. So I want you to come towards the front of your mat. All right, so we want to come into mountain pose. We call this Tadasana. As you look down at your feet, you want those feet parallel. So the big toes are pointed straight ahead. The heels are right behind your toes. And then feel the four corners of both feet rooting down to the earth. So I love the analogy, even though this isn't tree pose, it's mountain pose, where we're thinking of those feet having roots down to the earth that are expanding and stretching and reaching really to ground us. And then with that energy, we draw it up, feeling the top of the head rising all the way up to the sky. Meanwhile, the face is relaxed, the jaws unclenched, the shoulders are down, the fingers and the toes are relaxed. And the breath is long and full. Look for that balance between effort and ease here. Practice balance in your postures so you can even bring more balance to your life. As you keep rooting down to the earth, inhale, take the arms, reach them all the way up. And as you exhale, take your time and let the arms come all the way down. Really keep that core engaged here so we're not swaying at all. We're staying in that mountain pose. Inhale, reaching to the edges of the room all the way up to the top. And then as you exhale, expand and let those arms come back down your sides. One more time. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, let the arms come down. Good. Keep rooting down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up. Press the palms together at the top. Do your best to squeeze the biceps into the ears. And as you exhale, reach to the left, pressing the hips to the right. We'll pause here for a moment. Keep rooting down through the feet, engage through the core, and roll that chest up. Keep rooting down. Use your core. Inhale and slowly rise to the top. There's no rush. And as you exhale, go the other direction. Keep rooting down. We're not sinking down. We're lifting up here. Slowly come all the way back up to the center. Good. Pause here. Send the fingertips to the back of the room as you lift up through the chest. Keep that core engaged. Again, this isn't about leaning back. It's about lifting up. Take a deep breath in. Come back to the center. And as you exhale, relax those arms. Open wide, come down into a fold. The hands can be on the thighs, on your shin, on the floor. It's up to you. Take a moment just to let go. Bend the knees, look up. Take your time as you root down to the earth and slowly rise to the top. Good. As you exhale, bring those hands all the way down to your heart. You're going to take that right foot and draw a straight line back. Rotate and plant that back heel as we prepare for Warrior One. So what's important here is that those hips are square, the shoulders are square, that front knee is bent, and that back heel is grounded. We want even weight in both feet. And we still have that essence of mountain pose, so we're rooting down to the earth. As you inhale, take the arms, reach them up. And as you exhale, open wide. This is a bit of balance. You have to reach down through those feet and engage in your core. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, let those arms open wide. Come back down to your side. Good, one more time like this. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, let the arms come down. Good, keep that back leg really active. Inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, bring the right arm in front of you and the left arm to the back. You're creating a twist. Doesn't have to be a big motion. You might even look over that back arm. You might modify for the shoulder, but just open as best you can. Maybe go a little deeper into that front knee. Take a deep breath in, come back to the center. And as you exhale, we're going to pivot that back heel and open up to a warrior two. Good, so the front foot is still pointed straight ahead to the front of the room. We bend low into that front knee, and that knee is open to the outside edge of the foot. You can go a little wider, just see. You might actually feel the more wide we go, we actually feel a little bit more stable and grounded. Relax the shoulders. Gaze out over the front fingers. As you inhale, take the front hand, reach it all the way up and back. Stay low in that front knee, so there's a tendency to lift up here. Maybe you can go a little deeper. Use your core strength as you inhale, take your time, come back to the center, to neutral, and then use that exhale to bring the elbow to the thigh. You could also bring it to the floor, to a block, and reach that top arm all the way up to the sky. Good, if you want to challenge that balance, look up, shift up towards that top hand. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring that top hand to your low back. Feel that chest rolling open, maybe just a bit more. Take that top hand all the way back up to the sky, root down to the earth, and rise back to the top. Good, I want you to relax the arms. You're going to adjust that back heel so you can bend the knee and step back up to the top of your mat. Just do your best. Get there however it works for you. Bring the hands to the heart for a moment. Just close your eyes. Get your breath. You might notice that one side of the body feels a bit different than the other. No judgment or frustration. We just acknowledge where we are in this moment. Good. Open the eyes. Bring the arms back down to your side. We're once again in that strong mountain pose, rooting down through the feet as we reach up through the crown of the head. Inhale, take the arms, reach them up. And exhale, let the arms come down. Keep rooting down through the feet, the whole body engaged here as you inhale and reach up. Exhale, let the arms come down. Good, inhale and reach up. Expansive, strong and tall. Exhale, the arms down. Practice breathing. If nothing else, breathe deeply. Inhale, reach up. Palms together, biceps into the ears. As you exhale, reach to the right, the hips go to the left. Keep the heart rolling open. We're still rooting down in that mountain pose. Engage through your core. Slowly inhale and rise to the top. And as you exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back to the center. Nice and tall in that mountain pose. We take the fingertips once again behind, lifting up through that chest, opening up. Inhale, come back to the center as you exhale, open nice and wide, coming all the way down into the fold. Give that back a chance to release, to rest, to open. Bend the knees and look up. Stay low, strong back as you rise all the way up to the top. Bring those palms together and exhale the hands down through the center to your heart. Take that left foot, draw a straight line back. You come into warrior one, rotate and plant that back heel. Stay low in that front knee. And again, the hips and the shoulders are really squared off to the front of the room. Nice. Make sure you have even weight so that we're not too far forward or too far back. You want to be somewhere there right in the middle, even weight from your front and back foot. Let's inhale, take the arms, reach them all the way up. And as you exhale, expand those arms and bring them all the way down to your side. Keep those feet rooting down like you're putting your footprints on your mat as you inhale and reach up. And exhale, let the arms come down. Nice and strong, Judy. Beautiful. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, let the arms come down. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Here comes that twist. So the right arm goes in the back, the left arm comes to the front. For us in here, we're opening that chest to the windows. Try to stay low in that front knee. Keep that core engaged, energy through the top of the head. As you inhale, come all the way back to the center, the arms up. And then exhale, pivot that back heel as we open up into Warrior Two. So that front foot is still facing the front of the room. And you're going nice and low in that front knee. The arms are open, the shoulders are relaxed here. Keep this knee open to the outside edge of your foot. Good. That's it. Nice. Inhale, take the front hand, reach it up. You're going towards the back of your mat, towards your back foot. As you open into that side of your body, keep the core engaged, the tailbone tucked under. Keep rooting down through those feet. And as you inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, bring the elbow to the thigh. The left fingers reach up to that sky. To challenge that balance a little more, look up. So mindfully take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take that top hand and bring it to your low back. Root the elbow into your thigh to open that chest a little more. Feel that heart really opening up. Take that top hand, reach it back up to the sky. Root into the earth as you slowly come all the way back up. Good. Relax the arms. Pick up that back heel. Pick up the back heel and step it up to the top of your mat. However you need to get there is fine. Bring the hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Practice being right here and right now. Good. I want you to keep the hands on the heart as you open the eyes. We are going to do a balance. I want you to put all your weight in your left foot and just turn the right toe out to the side. You're going to lift the heel and draw the foot in. So if you're feeling less stable today, and it might be different than another day, you're going to keep that foot out a little wider. If you want more of the challenge and your body feels up for it today, you can bring that foot in a little closer. Now, first, we're just going to build this foundation. So that rooting foot, that supporting leg is rooting down to draw that hip right over the heel. This bent knee is pressing the knee back behind you, feeling that glute and that outer thigh engaged. The hips and the shoulders stay steady in front. The belly is in and the ribs are off of the hips, growing really nice and tall. To help with your balance, pick a spot on the floor and focus your gaze. Many of you are going to choose to just stay here, but you could explore bringing the foot all the way to the calf or up to the inner thigh. You can explore spreading your branches as you lift up. Doesn't matter if you fall out. It's about the practice. It's not about being perfect. Honor where your body is today. Natural to sway, trees sway. Just find that strong, steady foundation. Eventually come back to neutral, taking your time to bring the foot and the hands back down to your heart. Maybe shift your weight a little bit from side to side. Take a moment to close the eyes. Receive the gifts of the posture. Feel the sensations when the posture is complete. Receive it in this moment. Good. Open the eyes. We're going to prepare to do it all on the other side. So we shift that weight into that right foot. Turn the left toe out. The heel lifts up as you draw the foot in. And again, notice if you're sinking down into that hip, you want to root down to really draw the hip right over the heel. This bent knee is pressing to the wall back behind you. Feel that in that outer thigh, that glute. Might not look the same, but you'll know when you're there because you'll feel all that energy in that back of your leg. Pick a spot on the floor, the wall, just steady your gaze. And then you get to choose if you stay right here, or if you lift a foot, or if you move the arms. Lots of variations here, so find what feels best and right for you. Keep rooting down as you lift up. Keep that bent knee open back behind you. Keep the fingertips and the top of the head reaching up to the sky. It's not meant to be perfect. It's in the practice that we build the strength and the balance. When you're ready, take your time and slowly come out of the pose, both feet on the floor, the hands back to the heart. Shift your weight and eventually settle into stillness. Notice the sensations of right here and right now. And as you open the eyes, bring the arms back to your side. Find that mountain pose, really rooting down as you reach up, finding that strong standing pose. As you inhale, take the arms, reach them up. And as you exhale, take your time and bring the arms all the way down. Good, really expand and stretch. Take up as much space as you can here. Inhale and reach. And exhale, the arms come all the way back down. Really nice. Let's do it again. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, the arms down. Good, I want you to sweep the arms forward. Inhale, send the fingertips to the back of the room as you lift up through that chest. And as you exhale, belly into the back, swan dive, open down into a fold. Hands can be on the thighs, the shin, blocks, the floor. It doesn't happen in an instant, so take a moment to settle in. Bend the knees, look up, and slowly rise to the top. And exhale, let the arms come down. I want you to keep your weight in your left foot. Take that right foot behind you, kind of crossing behind you, and then take that right arm and reach it up and over. So yes, this is a bit of more balanced challenge. That back foot kind of creating almost like a kickstand just to support you. Reaching as much as you can to the side of your space. Inhale, slowly come up, placing that foot on the floor. Going in the opposite direction. So that left leg goes back and kind of behind and across. Then that left arm reaches up and over. Relax the shoulder. Stretch into the side of your body. Good. Use your core strength. Root that supporting leg down. Inhale. Come all the way up and bring that foot to the floor. Good, now you're gonna take that right foot. Those of you that have blocks, they're gonna come in really handy here. So if you don't have them, don't worry, and I have plenty to share. Okay? So this time I want you to take your right foot and cross it in front of your left. You're trying to bring those feet together and you're rooting down. So we have a really small foundation here, which automatically makes this a little bit more of a balance challenge. If you don't feel safe or comfortable doing this, just go back to mountain pose. Okay, the legs are really straight, but they're not locked out. Root down with those feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. And just like when we were seated, I want you to hinge at the hips and reach like you're gonna touch the front of the room. Touch way over past the front of your mat. Good, then you're gonna bring those hands to the thighs, to the shin, to the blocks, to the floor, letting the head eventually drop all the way down. You are using blocks. Try to relax the upper arms. Try to relax through the shoulders. Let your head drop down. Keep the tailbone lifting up as the top of the head is moving down. Good. Keep those feet rooting down. Inhale and look up. Really important here to keep the legs straight and the spine straight. Keep rooting down as you slowly begin to rise. Strong, straight back. Really nice, everybody. Beautiful. Coming all the way up to the top. Bring the palms, the hands up, the palms together, and then we're just going to relax the arms and uncross the legs. Good. That looks really good. Let's do it on the other side. So the other leg crosses in front. Those legs are really straight. Keep rooting down, the core is engaged, the top of the head is reaching up. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, reaching out, the tailbone goes back, the fingertips reach the front. Really focus on a nice straight spine here. Eventually those hands come to the thighs or the shin, the blocks, to floor, whatever feels good to you. Let your head drop all the way down. Looks good, everybody at home. As you inhale, think of the tailbone rising up, and as you exhale, think of the top of the head moving down to the floor. So you're not only stretching the backs of the legs, feel that nice length in your back. Breathe. Good. Root those feet down, lengthen through the back. Keep pressing down, look up, and slowly begin to rise. Keep that core engaged. This is definitely some balance. Eventually coming all the way up to the top. Reach those arms up. Nice job, everybody. Let the arms come down, uncross those legs. Just shake it out a little bit. Bring the hands to the heart. Close the eyes and just feel. Good. Open the eyes, come into your mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. We're making our way down to the floor. So as you exhale, come down into a fold. Rest here as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready, ground the hands to the floor and step the feet back into downward facing dog. You might choose puppy stretch here instead. You might move in downward facing dog. That's up to you. If it's available to you, take that right foot, reach it up to the sky, letting the left heel sink down. And then bring it all the way back down to the floor and just do the same thing on the other side. Of course, this is always optional. Right heel sinks down, lift up, and let the foot come down. Take one more deep breath in and out here. And when you're ready, after that exhale, let the knees come all the way down to the mat and sit it back into a child's pose. Just find any place that feels good to you to rest in this moment. You might use a support under the head. You could bring the hands back by your feet. Let those shoulders relax. Let the whole body just melt and soften. Good. Bring the hands under the shoulders and draw the body up. I want you to sit down onto the floor here with the legs open. So you're going to take the bottom of your right foot to the inner thigh of your left. I want you to bring the hands to the outside of your thigh and start to walk those hands to the back of the room. So our focus right now is on the twist. Okay? So if you need to modify for the legs, that's fine. Good. I want you to come back so that you're over that knee. This right knee, which is kind of pointed to the front, I really want you to take the foot out and kind of draw that knee so it's right pointed towards the side of your space. Okay, and the foot kind of comes away to create a bit of a 90-degree angle with your knee. This is a modified pigeon here. And then with those hands on either side of your knee, find that twist, take a deep breath in, and as you lower down, you're going to feel this in that hip joint, in that glute. Yes? Feel good? So breathe. Obviously, you modify this however you need to, but our focus here is on getting into that low back, that glute, into that outer thigh and that IT band. The rest of you is relaxed. Breathing deeply in and out. Good. Take your time and slowly draw the body up. Good. You're going to lift the knees and slowly make your way all the way over to the other side. We're going to start with that focus on the twist. So the legs can be in a little bit closer. The hands come to the outside of your knee, and then walk those hands as much as you can towards the back of the room, focusing on that twist in your spine. Breathe. Good. Release it out. Take that left foot away from the body. Send that knee so it's kind of right towards the one edge of your mat, pointing towards the side of wall. The hands are on either side of your knee. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you don't have to, but if you can, you lower down. You want to stay up higher, you can. Again, you're going for that stretch in that outer thigh, that hip joint, that IT band. Rest of the body is relaxed. The breath is full, mindful. Maybe you can soften in just a bit more. And then take your time as you draw the body all the way up. I want you to lift those knees and come back to the center. Extend those legs out, and for a moment, just rest in our hammock. Feet are wide, toes and knees out to the side. Let the belly drop into the back. Let the head drop back. Rest here for a moment. From here, take your time and slowly make your way down onto your back. When you get to your back, I want you to draw the knees into the chest and just gently rock from side to side. Massaging the back of your body, nurturing your body as you move. Good. I want you to come to the center. Keep the right knee into the chest and extend that left leg out along the floor. You can interlace the fingers on the shin. Relax the face, unclench the jaw, drop the shoulders, relax the left leg. For a moment, focus on your breath. As you inhale, feel the belly rising all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, feel the belly moving all the way down to the floor. Feel the stretch through your back. Make sure the neck is long. Feel the compression of your belly and your thigh. With your next inhale, take that left knee, draw it all the way into the chest. Switch the hands to interlace on that left knee as you extend the right leg out along the floor. That right leg is relaxed. The face, the neck, the shoulders are relaxed. Little bit of effort to pull that left knee in. As you inhale, the belly rises like there's a balloon in your belly inflating. And as you exhale, let the belly move all the way down to the floor, like the balloon is deflating. Your next exhale, take that left leg and extend it out along the floor, resting in corpse pose for a moment. Now it is time for Shavasana, our relaxation pose. So you might be right where you want to be, but you might want to add a layer. Those of you at home, maybe you dim your lights. And you could also choose waterfall here. So if it's uncomfortable with the legs extended, bend the knees, the feet on the floor, let the knees touch in the center. Add any props, make whatever adjustments you need to make for your body. In corpse pose, with those legs extended, those feet are nice and wide on the mat, allowing those toes and the knees to fall out to the side so you can really feel the release in your hips. The hands are away from the hips, far enough away that you can feel the backs of the shoulders dropping into the mat. And most important here is your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh and feel your body softening even closer to the mat. Everything else you've done in the practice has been to prepare you for stillness, for rest, for relaxation. Notice how ready you are to be still, how ready you are to relax, how ready you are to rest. And for the next few minutes, allow yourself to just be here. Deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh. Take another long, full, deep breath in. And this time, as you exhale, wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Let your head just gently rock from side to side. With your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a nice full body stretch. And when you exhale, draw the knees into the chest and rock all the way over onto the right side of your body so you're curled up into a little ball. Find stillness here, rest here. Take this time to be in gratitude. Gratitude is a practice that changes the way we see the world, which changes the way we live our life. Doesn't mean there aren't challenges and difficulties and chaos. It just means that in this moment, we choose to focus on the good. And it is that attention to gratitude that draws in abundance, joy, and happiness. So take this time to practice being in gratitude, to honor what you are grateful for in this moment. When you feel complete, extend the top leg, press the hands into the floor, and slowly draw the body back up to a comfortable seated position, whether that's on the floor or in a chair. Bring the hands to your heart. And it's here we send love and healing first and foremost to ourselves. I want you to practice self-love. I want you to shower yourself in love. Know that you are worthy and that you deserve it. Send this love and healing out to each and every person with whom you just shared this practice. Those at home, those here in person, it doesn't matter whether you know them personally or not. Just send one another love and healing. Send love and healing to those you feel closest to, those people you call your family and your friends. And send love and healing out to someone less fortunate than you, someone in your life that you know is hurting, is struggling. Maybe they're physically unwell. Maybe emotionally they're struggling. Send them only love and healing. And then perhaps most difficult, I want you to send love and healing out to someone that you struggle to be kind to, someone you don't like very much, someone you're in conflict with. Maybe this person has hurt you or wronged you. Maybe they don't agree with you or understand you. Feel your heart soften. See this person as you. And even if it's just for these moments, send them only love and healing. Ultimately, this love and healing goes out to every human being on the planet and every living thing in the universe. I'd like us to close with our affirmation. I'll say it once by myself so you can listen, and then I'll invite you to say it along with me. Those of you at home, feel free to unmute yourself so our voices can come together. There is enough love to heal the world, and there is enough love to heal ourselves. Take a deep breath in. Together, there is enough love to heal the world, and there is enough love to heal ourselves. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. The real gift of this practice is taking it off of your mat, taking it into the rest of your day, taking the practices of mindfulness, of awareness, of breath, to everything that you do. That's where this practice really can transform your life.